Hi, and welcome back to Settled. We're continuing our focused training series by looking at some individual components of the Settled system that are meant to complement the overview training videos that we've done earlier. Today, we're going to talk about how you can use the asset division sheet, changes you would make on that sheet, to come over and have the changes correspond on the financial declaration sheet. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up our asset division sheet. Actually, we'll pull up our financial declaration sheet first. We've already got our asset division sheet up. And if you recall from the last lesson, we added a piece of real estate, 1 South Street, put it into our total analysis. And the way we got that on here was by on our financial declaration, adding that piece of property via the financial declaration. But now let's say that we want to add a new asset. We're working on our asset division sheet, and we have a piece of property, and we'll call it, number 1 Walnut. And let's say it has a $150,000 value. Say there's a $25,000 mortgage. When we calculate that, after we've added it here, if we look down and we calculate, we'll get the new figures in. Everything will be squared away here. So we've got now 4 assets. And when we go to save this, it's going to ask us, do we want these changes to apply to the financial declaration sheet? Now, if we look here, right now it is not on the financial declaration sheet. But if we say yes, let's go and apply those changes, it'll give us a twin check confirmation that the changes will be applied to the financial declaration. We're going to green flag up here that everything is saved, and then when we go back to our financial declaration page, note the property's not there. Let's go ahead and refresh this. When we refresh the page and we come down to real estate, we now have down here that the property that we just entered, the 1 Walnut Street, is there. The only thing we would need to come back in is tell on the financial declaration sheet who owns the property, and we've included it on the asset sheet. So if we save that, I'll make sure that we get into the Settled cloud servers, the joint ownership. And now everything's squared away. But let's say that, for instance, when we look at this, we ultimately find out that 1 South Street was a piece of property that was actually inherited. Well, we can remove that. We can calculate to go ahead and come down here and make sure that we've got proper numbers. And then when we come back up here, we'll save it, and it's going to ask, do we want these changes to apply to the financial declaration sheet? We'll select yes, go ahead and do the twin check. Then when we come back over, notice that it was there as we had entered it before. But when we come back over here and we refresh this page, what happens is under the real estate section, that property is now gone. So changes that we make on the asset division sheet simply by selecting the proper choices can come back over and pop over to the financial declaration page. So these two sheets, the financial declaration and the asset division sheet, work conjunctively and allow properties to be entered and edited on one and have the changes appear on the other. So, as always, thanks for using Settled. Questions or comments, let us know at support@settled.com, and we hope to talk to you soon. Thanks, and continue to enjoy the software.